I'll make you feel like magic. Make you feel like something's in your eye. Hello, tip stare, baby, move a couple times. See you undercover, baby, you can try to hide. I see you in disguise, baby, you can tell a lie. Oh, you can't fake it, listen to your playlist. When I'm alone, I know you hate it. I feel it in your tone, baby, you can't replace it. Pick up the phone, just admit that you want a piece of me. I'll make you feel like magic. I'll make you feel like magic. I'll make you feel like magic. I'll make you feel it. I'll make you feel like. I see what you want. You'll be thinking about the way I turn you on. But you see in the oasis in my palm. Take a sip, come on, you beat me. Got a face like moonlight, you step into a new life. X left, so I know I had to move right.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim,
Well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity, in conviction, in tempo even. And that's not a bad thing.
if you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can hurt with their backs to goal.
Looking here to chip it through. Now it's Haaland. He's in plenty of space here. Space for him to turn and look. And the shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And no, that was never going to make it. Tries to pass it through. Chance for a shot! Great idea, just poorly executed.
There's no doubt he made the right decision, but without the right result.
So it is still 0-0. This is a promising build-up. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. That's an imaginative pass. That's been cut out, well played. Alexandro. Rafinha. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Spread neatly. Header! Caught offside that time. Great vision. And it's Paquetá. João Pedro. And that has been knocked clear. Brazil with the corner. They're first.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How would you review the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Norway are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Over to the right flank. That is ended up in no man's land. Gabriel. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Rafinha.
Brazil definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Lovely pass, but can he get... Solid! Oh, special! That is a special goal! A finish of true class!
For this match was 51,000.
They've done it! Finally, they've broken through!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Norway are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Corner number 2 then. Bruno Guimaraes! He's beaten the last man. That's put paid to the danger.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Quick look, thought about cutting inside.
Brazil really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Solot. Tries a shot! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Sorlot really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Ah, that's a fine interception.
Brazil really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And that's it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game.
We still settle scores. It's alright. We can have a good time.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It is a true heavyweight clash. Shoots! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Norway are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, what's he done? And he is dashing. Can he finish? And he hits the net. Again, in a trice. And they are soaring. Just gorgeous. The most glorious, delicious of touches. Followed up with an unerring finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Brazil are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Neymar. João Pedro. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Neymar. Oh, what has happened? Shot a goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Ødegaard.
Brazil definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time.
Haaland! Oh, crossbar! Pass somewhat off target. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Ødegaard. Rafinha, given the lift of his goal. Great vision. And he's made sure that's not getting
2
through.
minutes has been indicated.
Haaland. It's a pretty loose pass. And that is the end of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Norway really are lucky not to be down by water. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So straight into the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Haaland. Brazil needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Bullish header! Oh, off the bar!
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Knocks it into space, crossed into the middle. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he has been fouled there. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
He's shaping up to have a... Rafinha! Looking to play him in, and he welcomes it in. He's got away. Great chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
He's looking wide. He has found the way through. He's having a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Berger. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Always onto this. And he shoots! And he's heaved it away. And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
He's in plenty of space here. Now it's Rafinha. Rafinha showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Rafinha. He's found a way through.
2 added minutes
No,
has been
he wasn't going to let him past. Ødegaard. 2 minutes to be added on. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who...
Got my head in the clouds, put my feet on the ground. 'Cause they all care for me, they'll be there for me. They never let this get me down. And that's why now I'll make my people proud. Make my people proud. Stack this bread, let me do it like I'll spend it all when it hits December. Better put some respect on my name. Trust me, you don't wanna test my temper. When I need some retail therapy, my only enemy disrespecting, you know that's teasing me and my people doing it properly. I always told you that you were special. When you forget is when I remember. The window with the defender. I'm here on a whole agenda. Celebrate later, let's go now that me and my people are talking the town. So my name's not moving wild. go high, we go low. We still find our way home.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. It is a true heavyweight clash.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the...
Tries a shot! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, a breakthrough already. Nagatomo gets a good foot in there. Space for him to turn and look. Tries to cross. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Knocks it into space. Always onto this. Now it's Doan. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! Well taken goal. And they're threatening to fly away here. It looked as though he'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Japan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Half an hour played now. Brahim Diaz. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Brahim Diaz. And he's there to belt it away. And we have our very first corner. And the keeper beats it away. Oh, Sunahi! Oh, it's hit the post! Not a bad try by any means. Riyadh promptly onto that, and that is that. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, well measured. He is through here. Takes a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Throw in. Played into the box. Oh, well played. Amrabat. Brahim Diaz. The referee has blown for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Welcome our players to the field.
So we're underway for the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
He's rising! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Unahi. And it's Hakimi. And Nagatomo, and he's there to retrieve it. The Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Hakimi, ambitious ball here. And that has been cleared.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Brahim Diaz. Now this could be a chance. The ball goes in. Ito attempts a clearance. Japan can't breathe again. Just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He's having a pop! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he doesn't have hit a clean strike. The moment he was in that position, you knew he was going to smash it.
This is a promising build-up. Oh, perfectly measured that. Cute ball now, how can he reach it?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Could move up a gear here. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Kubo. He's going for goal! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Kubo is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
Nicely weighted ball. No, that was never going to make it. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. The pass has gone astray. The final 5 minutes. Unahi. So that's it. It is all over. Morocco were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply...
I could never fit nobody. I'm only here to party. While you trying to fit, I'll disappear. Oh, yeah. No time for no bad energy. You don't want no smoke, you don't want none of that. No, you won't be my friend of me. I won't show no love, you won't get none of that. No time for it. No time for it. No time for it. Life's too short, life too small. Can't waste your time. Things you can't rely on.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and true. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Romero did well to stay calm there. Decent chance! And it's goal! France! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Martinez. Simeone. Aimed beyond the defence. Long ball by the goalkeeper. That has been cut short. And he's running through. Oh, a gilt-edged chance! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Dembele. Just eases him off the ball.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Mbappe. Spread it left. This is good pressing. They're not short on bodies. Olise. Olise. Olise! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. Mbappe. Brilliantly cut out. And it's Dembele. Martinez. Knocks it into space. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Doué. Hernandez. Tries to play it through. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently... Can he finish? Well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple.
And the shot! Deftly away. That is lovely. And he's been shifted off it. Rabiot did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Can he finish? And he hits the net! And on the stroke of half-time, a priceless goal. How smart was that? Such a delicate finish. And that is the end of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And so the action is resumed.
Argentina can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now it's Simeone. Rabiot wins the duel this time. Argentina needing a change of fortune here. Now it's Mbappe. De Paul, who's set up one goal so far. And here's Alvarez. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Argentina needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
De Paul has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer.
He's in! Must be! There's a no-nonsense tackle.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Now, can they get him away? Koundé. And here's Alvarez. Rabiot. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's all alone. Oh, the keeper's done wonderfully well there.
Ah, Peter, that's as decisive as it comes. The keeper got everything right in that instance. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Bullish header! And it's been hooked away. That's a cute ball. And it's made its way to him. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo
Alvarez.
reglamentario.
And the referee brings it to a close. A game of margins of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, in these days of inverted wingers, Ferran Torres...
And a chance! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, super ball. Can he finish? Goal! 2-0, and in next to no time. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolute...
And the finish! Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
A case now of complete control.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession.
Foden! Crossbar comes to the rescue. And he's gone looking for safety. Savinho's cross. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And we have our very first corner. Not a lot we need to say about that. Bernal. It has been an extraordinary start to the game. The gap already 3. Short changes him with that pass. Well, that looks a decent ball. Can he get it through? Played in with purpose. Bernardo Silva. Savinho. Now it's Foden. Looking for the run. Savinho. Pedri. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Bernardo Silva. Now it's Foden. He's found a way through. He's big chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Shot a goal! And he's there to clear it.
Added time.
Nice sequence of... And the shot! Oh, special! That is a special goal! About as smooth as it gets!
Yeah, to see it unfold as...
And that is the end of the first half. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned
Please
rest.
welcome our lads to the field.
So, into the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
It's out for a goal kick. Bernardo Silva. Semenyo. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And he welcomes it in. Brilliantly cut out. Foden is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Lewandowski. He's found space here. Al-Kubasi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Pedri. Picked out brilliantly. Can he finish? Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Spread it left. Nicely weighted ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Reinders, and he shoots! He's got a goal! Back to within one! Interesting! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
That's superbly well played. Any aspiring strikers out there watching this, that's the sort of movement you need to create space.
And a really good game is threatening to break out here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Barcelona near...
Tries from distance. That is decidedly lacking.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Looking to play him in. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
We are just getting started. Now it's Ferran Torres. Foden. Now it's Foden. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Floated through.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Now here's the... Gets his head on it! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Rashford. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Showing great feet there. That looks a good ball through. Great chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Gavi. And it's Lewandowski. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That's been slipped through. He's picked his way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Reinders. Oh, delightful ball. Foden! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Good play, though. I love the way he was able to time his run like that. It's great skill to get it through one-on-one.
Gonzalez does really well to win the ball there. Ferran Torres. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Manchester are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Gavi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Ferran Torres. Now it's Lewandowski. Foot in. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Now it's Foden. Oh, Red, nice interception. Now it's Lewandowski. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Looking for the run. Oh, good take and a big chance! Ferran Torres. And this is Lewandowski. Spread neatly. He's found a way through. And here's Ferran Torres.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
They've won a corner. Barcelona with the corner. They're first. Getting up there! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And now they can spring out of defence. Gavi. Dani Olmo. Passes short and sharp. Now it's Reinders. Now it's Foden. Oh, that's fabulous. Over to the right flank.
Such good technique. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Nothing in it still. We move to extra time, so we are still gridlocked.
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
So a battle of endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance. And we are already back underway. And this is Lewandowski, and here's Gavi. Savinho. Bernardo Silva. Well, they could break here. He's in plenty of space here. And he's picked it up out wide. That's very neat. And this is Bernardo Silva. Dani Olmo. Gavi. And he's got the beating of his man. And he's managed to get free. And we're halfway through extra time.
And a quick announcement to the benefit benefit of anybody
So
who has found
15
themselves
minutes to find a
little
winner,
today.
but is
Please
there
look at the
anything
screen
left
for
in the tank?
information on how to find your way around this stadium.
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? 105 minutes of deadlock, 15 minutes to break it. Not the most accurate pass. And that has sent him sprawling. Goes down, but nothing given. Now it's Semenyo. Not a hint of offside here. Rashford. Now it's Gavi. Dani Olmo. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, there it is, the whistle. No avoiding penalties. Well, Jim, what say you after all of this?
I had a feeling this might end goalless with everyone pretty much running themselves to a standstill. These players certainly have done their part in making it an enthralling encounter.
Nothing more the coaches can do. They, along with the rest of us, mere spectators, as we hit football's ultimate drama. Semenyo is over the first kick. And he duly obliges.
Well, so far, so good, Peter.
You can cut the tension with a knife. Up steps Mr. Dependable.
I suspect he's just overthought that, Peter.
Heads in hands. The reaction says it all.
Well, any doubts, you just put your foot through it, Peter.
Big character, big moment, big save. Rashford, second in line for them. That's a brilliant read.
I think some mind games were played there, Peter. It certainly did the trick.
This to double their advantage. Oh, it's saved! Straight at the keeper.
Oh, look, the only consolation he can take from that was the fact it was on target.
And he duly obliges. Now it is the turn of the captain. He's missed it, it's wide! The rueful look says everything.
The idea was good, he just needed a more precise execution.
Oh, it's a really good save. Oh, keeper looked very big there.
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
Oh, that's a great get by the keeper. Oh, talk about coming up with the goods.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Trafford, now the only hope. And that will do it. So it has all ended in hurt. The team played their parts in a terrific... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
So things are underway. That is good alertness. Rashford. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, just skips. There's the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Might want to be careful there.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Now, can they get him away? Good ball, good take. He's having a shot! Danny Olmo. Still goalless. Foden. Lewis finding himself in space. Takes a shot! It's there! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And he's managed to get free. Savinho receives it in a wide position. Bullish header! Harmlessly behind. Ruben Dias is there, and he can pick it up. Ake, looking for the run. Now it's Reinders.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nicked it back promptly.
There will be 1 minute.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And here's Reinders. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Goals, goals and more goals. That's been the story of the half. The teams separated by the tiniest of margins at the break. Back on the way then.
Manchester definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Rashford making good progress. Now it's Gavi. Oh, nicely intercepted. Great vision. Martin kept his eye on it, and he's there. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Savinho. Impressive jump! And he's there to belt it away. Foden! And their real chance! And for a moment, time stood still. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Now it's Lewandowski. It's a sharp pass. Nicely weighted ball. Shot could be on. And the finish! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, shooting chance! And that would have been game, set and match.
Bernardo Silva really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well. Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
No, he's not getting past him there. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Tries to pass it through. Well, that's been cut out, well played.
Barcelona.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Savinho claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I was expecting this game to be put to bed a lot earlier, especially when the opponents struggled to get back into it. They could have shown greater potency.
Those of you making their way home on
That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me.
삐그덕 걸음거리고 장난버린 듯이 walk Don't care about a thing 내 기분대로 walk 걸음거리고 장난 듯이 삐그덕 난 삐그덕 걸음거리고 장난버린 듯이 walk Don't care about a thing 내 기분대로 walk 걸음거리고 장난 듯이 삐그덕 내버려둬 I just cannot stop 모든 문을 두드리지 knock 쏟아지는 빛 익숙해져 난내 두 손에 쏟아지는 여름에도 떠는 风고장나버려 난 비용 비켜내야 뺏기지 마라 위험 빨리 비켜봐 on my way 좀 더 비겁되게 Do my dance 걸음마저 step 길을 끄지 내가 굿보니 Get on my way up Cause I'll be passing 시선을 뺏어 I see you crossing 내가 난 100점 상을 줘 너 여유가 뺐어 언제든 난 stepping 떠나보는 굿굿굿굿 더 뜨거워 누가 몰았던 난 이대로 내 기름에
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
We are just getting started. Oh, he's all alone. Rabiot gets on his bike and on the move. Rabiot, this is promising. He's got away. And the shot! Goal, France! The first significant strike. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So, a breakthrough already. Strokes it back. And it's Fernandes. It's a really well-measured ball.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Mbappe. Nicely aimed pass. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Medina. De Paul. Oh, that's fabulous. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. More and more pressure on the ball here. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And Messi! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Messi goes short. Oh, that's nice. That is lovely. He's on it. Can he get away? And now a sudden chance to counter. Now that looks a decent ball. And the through ball. Mbappe receives it in a wide position.
Additionnel, 1 minute.
Now it's Olise. McAllister. So a temporary halt to the action. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. France come in leading by just the odd goal.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
France have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And we are back underway. McAllister! Amazing from McAllister. A finish right from the top draw. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
And Martinez! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Good play, though. I love the way he was able to time his run like that. It's great skill to get it through one-on-one.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Great ball, and he's in here. And reclaimed it in a trice. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Romero. Now it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
Argentina really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Olise. Rabiot. Driving forward. Stood up well to him there. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Great vision. Montiel.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Medina. Oh no, what has happened here? Mbappe. Fernandez. So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up. And the action has already restarted.
Olise clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Ball's played through. And it's McAllister. He's played it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty.
Changement.
France present their opponents with the best possible chance here. And they've turned it round. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
1 minute.
So we have a breakthrough, and we're halfway through extra time. The team's then separated by just one significant moment. How telling will that be? The next 15 minutes will decide. The hostilities have already resumed. It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Gonzalez, shot a goal! Oh, that's a fine challenge. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. France really could have done without this. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Alvarez! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are disappearing out of sight. And that is a genuine round-eat-me-up moment.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Numéro 9.
Argentina, palpably stronger, better, superior.
De temps additionnel.
He is through here. Now, can they get him away? And the finish! And there's a goal. Just cruising. They are cruising. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to...
My baby like to string me up 좀 더 내게 다가와 내게 맞춰 my face 살짝 너의 맘을 slide 그냥 미치기나 싶어 넌 어떻게 생각해 자 follow me now 이 리듬에 다시 맹